Welcome to Sharwana's Knowledge Hub. Today's topic is anti-asthmatic drugs. Asthma is a common respiratory condition that affects millions globally. But what exactly happens in the lungs? And how do medications help? Let's break it all down clearly. Asthma is a disease of the human respiratory system in which the airways narrow, often in response to a trigger, such as to an allergen, cold air, exercise, or emotional stress. This narrowing causing symptoms such as wheezing, shortness of breath, chest tightness, and coughing, which respond to bronchodilators. The disorder is a chronic inflammatory condition in which the airways develop increased responsiveness to various stimuli, characterized by bronchial hyperresponsiveness, inflammation, increased mucus production, and intermittent airway obstruction. In adults, diagnosis can be made with a peak flow meter, which tests airway restriction. Asthma is the result of an abnormal immune response in the bronchial airways. The airways of asthmatics are hypersensitive to certain triggers, also known as stimuli. The treatment of asthma is mainly of two types. Relief medication mainly consists of bronchodilators. Preventive medication mainly consists of anti-inflammatory agents with bronchodilators. Mechanism action of anti-asthmatics. Let us see. Anticholinergics. These drugs block cholinergic or muscarinic receptors in the bronchial smooth muscle. Prevent acetylcholine from binding to muscarinic receptors type 3. These cause bronchoconstriction and mucus secretion. Antileukotriene agents. These drugs inhibit the leukotriene pathway, either by blocking leukotriene receptors and synthesis. This reduces inflammation, edema, and bronchoconstriction caused by arachidonic acid. Beta agonists and xanthine derivatives stimulate beta-2 adrenergic receptors on bronchial smooth muscle. Increase cyclic AMP levels via activation of adenyl cyclase. CAMP causes smooth muscle relaxation and bronchodilation. Corticosteroids bind to glucocorticoid receptors in the cytoplasm. Inhibit mast cells, eosinophils, and macrophages. Mast cell stabilizers stabilize the mast cell membrane, preventing degranulation. Prevent release of histamine, leukotrienes, prostaglandins, other mediators of allergic inflammation. Classification of anti-asthmatic drugs. First category is leukotriene receptor antagonists. Examples are montelukast, spironolactone. Mast cell stabilizers. Examples are sodium chromoglycate, ketotifen. Corticosteroids in that two types, systemic and inhalational. Inhaled examples are beclomethasone, dipropionate budesonide, fluticasone, propionate flunisolide cyclosinide. Next one is systemic, prednisolone, hydrocortisone, and others are examples. Anti-IgE monoclonal antibody, omalizumab. Last category is bronchodilators. Beta-2 sympathomimetics, salbutamol, terbutaline, bambuterol, salmeterol, formoterol, methylxanthines, theophylline, aminophylline, choline theophylinate, hydroxyethyltheophylinate, doxyphylline. Anticholinergics, ipratropium, tiotropium are examples. This is detailed classification of anti-asthmatic drugs. Goals of anti-asthmatic therapy. Relieve bronchoconstriction acute symptoms. Suppress airway inflammation, that is long-term control. Prevent asthma exacerbations. Improve quality of life. Prolonged inflammation leads to irreversible structural changes. Structural changes and consequences. Goblet cell hyperplasia, increase mucus secretion and airway plugging. Subepithelial fibrosis, consequence is thickening of basement membrane. Next structure is smooth muscle hypertrophy and consequence is increased bronchial hyporeactivity. Structure is angiogenesis, consequences increases vascularity and cause edema. Structure is loss of ciliate epithelial cells and consequence is mucus clearance. Functional abnormalities. Bronchial constriction, airway edema, mucus hypersecretion, obstructed airflow, air trapping and decreased gas exchange, increased work of breathing.